Hello guys, and welcome to another video with Marcos Mocks and Builds. Today we have set number 7675, the ATTE. It comes with 6 minifigures, 779 pieces, ages 9 to 14, and it was released in 2008. So to start off, this is an awesome set. If you have multiples of this, you can make some very epic battles. I only have one, unfortunately, but I plan to buy more in the future, although I don't know when, because I'm saving for a PC now, so I don't have a lot of money to spare. But the 6 minifigures, or I would say 5, because, well, I'll get into that later. First up, we have Ahsoka Tano, which is, let me just adjust the light. There. This is the 2008 version. No back printing or leg printing, but some very nice torso printing and head printing. She doesn't have a double-sided face, so she only has this face here. Whoops, move the lightsaber. But it's done very well, I think. Very nice detail, and this is actually very accurate because Ahsoka in the first few seasons doesn't have a lot of detail to her. So she's a very simple figure, but they could have added more like leg printing and stuff. But I'm fine with that, of how it turned out. Next we have, if I can get this into the frame, we have Jabba's son, which is, he is exclusive to this set as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. However, he counts as a minifigure, but I don't really count him as one because he doesn't really have any use. I mean, he's nice to have, but I don't see any practical use for him. All the other minifigures here you can use in a battle. This guy, the only thing I can think of is as a prisoner. That's the only thing. Other than that, I don't have any clue. So, very simple. Not a lot of work into this. Just some, you can see better. Just some basic printing on the face area. Other than that, it's just basically a green blob with a few lines. So not too much detail, but not too great. I would rather have another clone trooper, but it is what it is. And then we have Anakin, which is an awesome figure. He has that, why is my camera there? He has this nice scar. It's not very clear, like in the later version it becomes more clear, I think. I don't have any of the later versions, but that's at least what I believe. His torso is very dark at the moment. There. It's done very well, I think. He has a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's something here. I can't really tell what that is. Might just be a misprint, but I don't know. No back printing or leg printing either. But I'm okay with that. He only comes with one face. Now, technically, he only comes with one, but this Anakin especially has 2. He has the face of the old snowspeeder, or like the big one. I can't remember the name now. The reason for that is because I bought this on Bricklink, and that was the face that came with him. I can't control that, so, but I mean, you don't really see it if you have the hairpiece on, so not too bad. Then we have Rex, which again, you have these J guys. These here, they are done very simply, but the J guys mean that mean that you have like showed great bravery and stuff. So it shows that he's, you know, very scary to face in battle. But his helmet is very simple. Rex actually has some back printing, just because, you know, he's a clone. But it's just like a normal clone, actually. This is his back printing, basically. This is Rex's back printing, but you know, with the comma and pauldron and everything. The one bad thing about this is that you get these comma and pauldron, sorry. The only bad thing about these is that they are hard, so like if you want to move like Rex's legs, you know, you see you can't move them a lot. So you can't pose them very well. The pauldron is, or the comma, is not as bad, but I mean the right arm moves more or less free. Well, our right, his left, but his left arm, or his right arm, sorry, it gets in the way, or the comma gets in the way of that, which is not very nice. But the new Rexes have this cloth, which is a lot nicer, in my opinion. He has just this one face, very simple. And then we have just a normal clone trooper. I need to show him. And then we have a droid on the step. I'll actually move the camera. Whoops. So he has two of these, you know, grab hands, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, the step is done very nicely. We've had 3 versions of this, I want to say. I don't know exactly how many, but I think 3. You can also get them in a poly bag, a separate one, which is very nice. But these are, I don't really feels like it fits with the set. I would rather have like a droid and a super battle droid or something like that, or again an extra clone trooper. So this is a clone army like only, instead of like adding droids in, which I think is a bit unnecessary, but hey, that's what they decided. So now let's take away all these minifigures and let's look at the ATTE. Now the ATTE stands for All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer, and the last T means tank, but yeah. The printing is very nice. It is very enclosed. The only real issue I have is here. Here you can see him from this side. Just shine the light there. You see him there. It's not too big of a deal, but I mean, if you look at it from here, it's fine. But that's just what I think. These red markings are very nice, and they make it pop a lot more, unlike the 2014 ATT, I think. Might be 2015, I'm not sure. It's basically just grey, and then it has coloring here, red as well. But it makes the rest of the ATT look a bit boring. Well, this one adds color, so it makes it more, it stands out more, and it's a lot nicer. It also has these logos. Then we have a few stickers. One there, there. No, that's a printer, my bad. There, and then stickers there as well. Now, the cannon, or like the main cannon here, is very cool. It spins 360 degrees. Well, it should if the base plate's not in the way. It elevates not too much. It can elevate more, but the piece here blocks it. But it can elevate more, but not a lot more. It is very accurate to the actual TV series, which I constantly compare it to, because that's where all of this is inspired. But the one bad thing that I feel about this cannon then is if you put a clone trooper here, You see, it doesn't really look like he's actually shooting the gun. It just looks like more he's there. I mean, you can add these draw-down pieces and a control panel things, but at least it might come in the original version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't in mine, so I'm just assuming that it doesn't come with the set. I could be wrong. In that case, no worries there. But that's just personal opinion. Might be different for you guys. And then at the back, this here plops. Actually, I'll do this. Plops up and down. I don't see any use of this though. Oh yeah, this is grey just because I got it like this and I don't have another spare one in black, so it is what it is. Then this thing lifts up to reveal a hidden compartment. These clones and weapons do not come with the set, but I'll just remove one. So I'll just take the whole thing out. This whole thing just plops out. See here, 4 chairs and a gun rack and some yellow liquid, healing liquid I guess, I'm not entirely sure. But pretty awesome actually, not too bad. I'm pretty okay with this because it did carry troops in the movies as well. So I actually like that. And then if we want to, we can just plop these out. I don't see any use for that, but if you want to, hey. Now to here, this thing plops up as well. Then inside is one of these healing things again. This yellow thing with a crate, well, not a crate, a locker almost. If I can, sorry. Oh, don't mind this on the side. I'm just doing a movie on the side. So a locker thing, and then 2 chairs in there as well. Actually, I'll just shine some light there. There, I can see it. So, and then if we move it around, from the front it has a very aggressive look, like it wants to take out enemies, and I really like that. It's also like, let's say if you're droid and you're standing here, you know, you feel like doom is coming towards you, and it should represent that, so that's nice. You have 4 of these turrets, 2 of them, this piece moves up, I'll show you that later. These 2 are a lot more flexible, they can move around a lot more. These 2 are more restricted because of the pieces here. So like they can't, you know, I mean, these 2 I feel like are more for like the infantry, and these are almost for like shooting buildings or infantry on walkways or roofs, or maybe anti-air or something. But they can't go down very far. So yeah. If you heard that, that was my brother, sorry. And if you open this, a little control station thing pops out. Now, the gunner does not come with the set, but I just put him in there because in the actual movie, or like in the TV series, The Clone Wars, you don't see pilots or normal clones piloting these. You just see clone gunners piloting this as well as shooting it. So I feel like we should have gotten one. We didn't, so I just added it in my own, but it's a bit of a waste because not everyone has clone gunners, so that might not work. And then one final feature is if we turn it around and lift these things here, they will, oh yeah, they should open up and shoot out like that, a projectile. I'll just load it quickly. this, there. For some reason this one didn't fire. I think it's because the mechanism has gone a bit wrong, because I've messed around with it a bit, but yeah. So overall guys, a very good set, highly recommend it. Get multiples of, definitely, if you have the money. Now they are becoming a bit pricey. I got mine relatively cheap actually. I got mine I live in Sweden, so for me it was 1,500 crowns, which is 1 crown equals into roughly between $8 and $9, or 8 or 9 crowns, sorry, it becomes roughly $1. So you can do the math there, which is, so that is a little over $100, which is actually not that bad. It was released for 100, so actually pretty cheap. But I've seen some go up for like $200 to $300, just because, you know, they're becoming more scarce and people want to make more profit out of it and so on. So definitely get multiples of. Other than that guys, not much to say. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.